welcome back to A Girl with Tools. Today we're going to continue doing the engine teardown on the green machine behind me and getting it off the buggy. So last night we discussed taking it and sanding it down or using the wire wheel. So I wasn't going to do it, but now I am. I'm going to strip all the green paint off of this buggy and I'm going to repaint it. It will still be green, but it will be bright green because it won't be faded green. So that will be a whole nother project added on to the projects I'm already doing. So let's get back into that engine teardown. Okay, if you watched yesterday's video, or the last one, engine teardown part 1, I'm trying to get these headers off. And I realized late yesterday that there's another bolt in here that I need to get off to get these off. So that's what I'm going to be working on right now. So I've decided it might be a little easier if I take the oil cooler off. So 13 millimeters.
Independence Day.
So this fuel pump gave up the ghost, and that's why it's looped back. It was a roadside repair. I'm taking it off and I'll just put a blocking plate there. I have a different fuel pump that I use now. So I have found whoever did this last was a big fan of some sort of gasket, RTV or something. And everything's covered. So as you can see, it's pretty gunky. We'll get that cleaned up. So normally you'd want to make sure that nothing gets down these holes if you were just swapping this out, but we're cracking the case, so if something gets down it's okay because the case is going to get cleaned. So it looks like we had some oil blow by on these plugs. Oh my gosh. So a trick to get your valve covers off, they're really tight, is take a screwdriver or plier, take a rag and you just jerk. So since I'm a firm believer of keeping things organized, I labeled 2 different Ziplocs. You can kind of see it. Push rod number 1 came out of the number 1 cylinder. Number 2, and then I have cylinders 1 and 2. So this whole batch, plus the push rods, will be in a bag. Okay, so let me show you something here that I'm noticing as I'm turning this that is not good. So here's my socket. Here's that rod. Let me Can you see that? That rod's moving. That's not very good news. Reason 487 why we're doing this. Get these things fixed up so it runs like a champ. Okay, so ran into a little problem. Not quite sure what I need to do, but I have books. So I have one of the VW Bibles, How to Keep Your Volkswagen Alive, the Haynes Repair Manual for Volkswagens for our years, and then How to Rebuild Your Volkswagen Air Cooled. So I'm going to sit down and look some stuff up. I read it every night based on the steps I am, but I can't remember everything. So I'm going to take a pause, get this figured out, and then I'll come back. Okay, so we've got the head off. So let's take a look at it. So this is the head. It's looking pretty gross. Pretty oily. Well overdue, apparently. Here's cylinders 3 and 4. And they're looking rough as well. It's like some So I'm beating on this. Probably should be using a rubber mallet, but I know I'm getting new pistons and cylinder heads. So if you can see, it's the cylinders are coming off with the head. Not what I wanted, but I guess I'll take it. Okay, so this is cylinder 1 and 2. It kind of looks greasy right now. I had to use some PB Blaster, but it as well is looking pretty rough. There's one. Here's number 1. It's all yucky. Here's number 2. So that's where we are at now. So I was the last person to bolt this engine back onto this transmission, and apparently when I did this last summer, I was strong. Okay, as you can see, we got the engine off, sitting on a stack of wood. Gonna get my engine bench mount thing ordered, but let's take a look at things. Get my flashlight to help get light on stuff. So there's the transmission. It's looking all right. Can't complain. I'll get that covered up so I don't get any debris in it. But it's looking decent. But the clutch plate, not so much. It's really bad. It's pretty gross. It's pretty beat up. That pressure plate's definitely had some better days. So we will be replacing that. Add it to my list. Well, we got the engine taken out. Found some more parts that we're going to have to fix, buy, replace. Pistons are pretty burnt. I was planning on changing those anyways. So, until we get some parts in, thanks for watching A Girl with Tools.